Hey gang, it's Leila here from the Comic Connection with this week's comic book reviews. First up, we've got Jokers Asylum, The Joker #1. This is the first in a series of 5 one-shots coming under the title Jokers Asylum, featuring different adversaries of Batman. In this issue, the Joker recalls a prank that he pulled on some network television execs. I gotta say, this book was kind of bad. I didn't really enjoy the art, and the story wasn't really much to smile about either, so I hope that the other one-shots are better than this one, because this was really disappointing, especially for a Joker story that I had a lot of hope for. So, pick it up if you like the Joker, and hopefully the next ones will be good. Next up, we've got Astonishing X-Men #25. This is the first one written by Warren Ellis after Joss Whedon has left the series. In this one, the X-Men encounter a different kind of mutant, one that's been sort of manufactured during the time when there was only 198 mutants. And the trail of following this mutant leads them to Caparanga, which seems to be a hotspot for alien activity. People who were fans of the series when Joss was on it, I don't think you have to worry. Warren Ellis is really capable, and I really liked this book. It's going to be interesting to see where it goes. And Bianchi's art is just fabulous. So if you liked Astonishing X-Men before, stay on it. And if you haven't picked it up, now's a good time to jump on. And next up, we've got a series of books based on the work of Stephen King. First up, we've got The Long Road Home for Darkk Tower, #5 of 5. In this issue, we have the final showdown between the Crimson King and Roland, and the Crimson King reveals a really shocking secret to him, and it ultimately leaves him returning home a changed man. I really enjoyed this series. Obviously, the art is amazing, and it really makes me want to read the original source material because there is some differences. But if you love Stephen King, you should be picking these up because they're just really beautifully done books. Next up this week, we also have the almanac that they've done for the Darkk Tower. It's called Darkk Tower World. And basically what it is it's a handbook-style book covering everything from the Guardians of the Beam to the Manny and the Darkk Tower itself. It's really a must-have for people who are reading the comic books just to give you some background information. I found it really helpful. And last but not least, we have the sketchbook for the Stand that's available this week in your comic book stores for free. And it gives you an upcoming look at the series that's coming out in September. It looks like it's going to be really well done. The Stand is really epic, so I'm wondering how they're going to pull it off. But if the sketchbook says anything about it, it looks like it's going to look great. So pick it up to get a look at it.
Hey folks, Jim here with this week's comic reviews. It's Vampire Week on the show, as I have 4 vampire books for you to check out. Starting with Angel, After the Fall, #10. In this issue, Gunn interrogates George, and Angel's secret is revealed. And finally, the confrontation happens when Angel and Gunn come face to face. Some of the art's not great, but the story's getting better as it goes along, so I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. Pick it up. Next up, Buffy, #16. In this issue, the Scoobies head to New York to investigate a strange temporal disturbance, and Dawn has another change. Just another great issue of Buffy. If you're not reading this series, you have to. It is getting so good. I have never been this happy with a book in a long time. Next up, Blood Plus Volume 2. In this issue, Saya must hold her own against a small army of Chiropterans, and she learns more about her past. I'm really enjoying the Blood Plus series. I love the anime. The manga is just as good. If you enjoy the original films or the anime series, pick this up. And last but not least, Vampire Hunter D Volume 2. In this issue, in a city of Teps, several children disappear only to reappear weeks later changed but with no memories of where they've been. D, the hunter, is called in to investigate the strange goings-ons. Really good. Another book based off the Vampire Hunter D novels. If you haven't read them, read them. But if you can't find them, read the manga. It's just as good.